Hey, I've talked about a lot of kids' movies, so I want to talk about one of my favorite movies. And listen, it is Lean on Me. Morgan Freeman and Lean on Me. You know, Fair East Side. I really wish I could have been in that group. But anyway, that is one of my favorite movies. And you know what happens? He comes to this tore up high school that has graffiti all over the wall. He has this meeting with this faculty that is amazing. I mean, I guess because I wasn't one of the faculty members at the meeting, but he fires the head coach, all this kind of stuff, and he comes in with just a storm because of one word. He had expectation. And throughout the whole time, they were trying to pass this standardized test, and he was willing to do whatever it took to pass this test, put chains on the doors, keep drug people out. I mean, he just wanted them to pass this test because he knew what was inside of them. So he had high expectation, and he would refuse to accept them not meeting his expectations. And you know, at the end of the movie, you know what happens? They pass the test. You know, they sing Lean on Me. They sitting there with their arm around shoulder. You know, you will stand there and you will listen. Anyway, okay, that has nothing to do with it, but great part of the movie. Anyway, here's the thing. My question I want to ask you is, are there any expectations on you? Think about it. Are there any expectations on you? The only way you're going to progress and become the person God wants you to be, the only way you're going to achieve the goals you want is to have expectations. And too often, we sell ourselves short because here's the key. We don't allow other people to have expectations of us. Jesus tackles this in Matthew 11. Mark 11. Look what it says. Mark 11, verse 13, verse 12 says Jesus was hungry. Mark 11, verse 12 says Jesus was hungry. In 13, it says, and seeing a fig tree afar off, having leaves, he came, if happily he may find anything on it. When he came to it, found nothing but leaves. And Jesus answered and said, no man will ever eat from this tree, and he cursed it. Listen, Jesus was hungry. And leaves on a fig tree show that figs are there. So he had an expectation. So he was hungry. Then he had expectations because he saw leaves on the tree. So he walks up, there ain't no leaves on the tree. And he curses the tree because he said, I had an expectation of you. You did not deliver. You taking up soil. You out. And before you think Jesus took such a hard stand, think about this. This is our challenge right here. If Jesus had expectations of a tree, what do you think he expects from you? If Jesus had expectations of a tree to produce, what do you think he has of you? Right? And I know there's grace and I know there's mercy, but I want to spend time on expectation. Right? There are things that God expects of you. There are things that your friend should expect of you. And I'm going to tell you right now, if no one in your life expects anything of you, you got bad people. I'm just telling the truth. You just got bad people. People should expect you to be there in certain situations. People should expect you to answer the call or text back or whatever you said you were going to do. People should expect you to keep your word. And if everybody always giving you a pass, they not helping you be who you need to be. Like for real, you need people who are going to hold you to a standard. Right? Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God has a standard. Jesus had a standard for it. And if he had a standard for a tree, my gosh, you ought to know what he expects of us. You know what I mean? Those children in Eastside High School, they passed that test because Dr. Clark had a standard and he wanted them to meet it. So what am I telling you? Number one, have standards for yourself. But number two, here's the challenge. Here's your homework. Ask people what they expect from you. And if nobody expects anything, I mean, either you got bad people or people afraid of you or whatever the case may be. But you will never grow. You will never flourish. You will never become who God really needs you to be if nobody expects anything of you. Because you will always have excuses. You will always have ways of getting out of it. You will always have no one holding you accountable. So how can you really grow if nobody has expectations of you? You need people to expect something from you. if you have expectations, you trust God to give you the strength to do what you need to do. But don't try to live a life free of expectation. And if you do, trust me, you'll never become who God has called you to be. You'll never be the man or woman that you need to be. You need expectations in your life so that God can do miraculous things. All right, go do your homework. Ask people what they expect from you. Talk to you later. Bye.